Hey guys, welcome back to another action figure review. Today we have some more Hasbro Fortnite up for review, this time checking out the Deluxe Brutus set in the Ghost style. As usual with Hasbro figures, we have a box with limited plastic use, with only a window to see the character hiding all the other accessories. The back has 3D rendered photos of the figure, along with small pictures of each accessory. Like all other Hasbro releases, they opted to use less plastic, so most of the box is folded cardboard and taped together to hold the accessories. Since Brutus is on the larger side of figures, it's tied onto the back. And as usual, each accessory is wrapped in a wax paper. Brutus is originally part of the spy organization Ghost in Fortnite's Chapter 2 Season 2 update. As a double agent, he would then defect to the Shadow organization only to then defect again back to Ghost. The player was able to choose which side they wanted the personal version of Brutus to be, forcing players to choose between the white Ghost style or the black Shadow style. This version of Brutus is after he joins Ghost, equipping him with the helmet and the white style. Eventually, after the Spy Wars ended, both organizations would disband, leaving Brutus to wander the Fortnite island, getting beat up by new heroes, becoming an arms dealer, and eventually retires to be on vacation. Currently, Brutus can be hired as an in-game mercenary whenever he randomly appears on the island. Let's check out the details. A large white helmet covers the entire head, with the only detail here being a small slot for the eyes, and a few breathing lines giving the appearance of a skull to the helmet. Underneath, the lower face and neck of the figure is covered in a black skin-tight mask. The back of the helmet has 3 large holes shaped to make a half circle, with a few panels where the ears are at, and an additional layer of armor to protect the back of the neck. A large white suit covers the entire body, with not much detail other than a few folds and buttons. Underneath we have a textured black shirt detailed with small skulls as the pattern. An off-white tie is worn, covering up the center. The suit continues all the way around to the back, where not much detail can be seen here other than a socket for the backpack accessory. Breaking up all the white, the right shoulder has a silver decal of the Ghost logo, while the left shoulder is completely clean with only a few wrinkles in the elbow. The suit ends in 2 layers at the hands, the sleeves of the suit, and the white shirt underneath. White gloves are worn covering up the hands, shaped in a trigger finger pose to hold weapons with. A small black belt wraps around the waist with small details like a silver buckle and small notches in the black leather. We have some minor wrinkles in the sculpt, and the pocket for the zippers in front sculpted in. For the legs we have a few wrinkles, with the only real big detail here being the creases in the pants. And we wrap up what little detail this figure has with the shoes. A few wrinkles in the pants that lay on top of the shoes, and black dress shoes with details like rubber soles, shoelaces, and leather sections. Let's take a look at the articulation. We have a ball joint at the neck that has great range looking down, but due to the bulkiness of the armor at the neck, we can't really look up. We have excellent range at the shoulder joint, able to open and fully rotate, but the rubbery suit does block some of the forward and backward bending of the joint here. We have a bicep that rotates, double jointed elbows that even with the bulky arms are able to get a tight bend, wrists that rotate and bend up and down. We have an ab crunch at the chest that's going to be completely blocked by the soft plastic suit wrapped around him. You are able to bend forward until the suit restricts most of the articulation. You also have very little back bending. We have a ball joint at the waist allowing you to freely rotate the body. Some great range at the legs that fully open and bend forward and back. We have rotation at the thigh, double jointed knees that bend back, and ankles that rotate, bend up and down, and twist. Hasbro has the Fortnite series at the 6-inch scale, with all of its characters having their own unique size, some shorter or taller than others. Brutus is the tallest yet of the series, reaching almost 7 inches tall, making the other figures look small in comparison. Even Meowscles, who is taller than most, is just a bit shorter. Next to Hasbro's other 6-inch figures, we can see that Brutus is about an entire inch taller than the other Hasbro figures in different series. Next to McFarlane's 7-inch scale figures, Brutus fits right in, only being slightly shorter than McFarlane sized figures. And to compare Brutus to figures on the larger end of the 6-inch scale, Mythic Legions are about half an inch shorter depending on the character's head. Starting off with the accessories, we have the Hench Hauler backpack, a small cleaver with a serrated edge and a wooden handle, a large hammer with a metal head and wooden handle. Both of these weapons can be slotted into the sides of the backpack, completing the in-game look. Once fully loaded, the backpack simply pegs into the socket on the back, holding on tightly. But it does add a bit of weight and makes the figure more top-heavy than it already is. We have a ghost-themed henchman chest that locks on the sides and opens up to reveal a sculpt rifle and minigun. The sculpt rifle is painted in a white and red theme, while the minigun comes in different parts and needs to be assembled by combining the barrel and trigger. Lastly, we have the parts to make a target dummy already worn out with holes in the paper target. After clipping the parts together, we have a nice decoration, adding a unique accessory for the figure. I have to give it to Hasbro's Fortnite line for giving each character a unique sculpt that is unique to its own character, with some nice accessories that match the theme. Of course, when these figures were originally released, they were at a premium price. A price that I was not willing to pay just for some extra diorama accessories. Now that these figures have been out a while, finding the deluxe set on sale is fairly easy, and you can pick up some really nice sets like the Brutus set at a great price. Brutus in his large scale is sculpted very well, and while he's really bulky, that doesn't stop the arms and feet from getting into some great poses, especially on a large size figure like him. As always on these deluxe sets, the accessories are the reason for the additional price on the figures, and Brutus comes with some great matching themes. The item chest is always a fun accessory to have. It's practical in storing weapons, and is an accessory that usually isn't seen released by action figure companies. You see them in-game all the time, but they never make a figure of it. The detail on the figure itself, well, I can't say much for an all-white character in a suit with no design. I can't really blame them for being accurate to the in-game model, but maybe they could have chosen the original skin that was much more detailed. The figure itself is going to have problems balancing, as the cartoony body gives him tiny feet and legs, with a huge upper body making the figure top heavy and want to fall forward or back. The problem is increased by the lack of holes at the bottom of the feet, so you can't even use a stand to keep him up if you're having issues. Hasbro's Fortnite line keeps giving us unique looking characters that not only are unique from the rest of the Fortnite figures, but across all action figures as well. It's a shame that these figures were priced so expensive when they came out. I honestly can't see myself spending $40 just because it comes with a few diorama pieces. But on sale, these are some amazing figures that feel great in your hands, high quality, and now that they've been out for a while, great value for the price as well. Brutus makes a great generic henchman in a suit figure, especially if you can swap the head out for a more normal looking henchman or a great brace for a custom. As long as I keep on coming across Fortnite figures that I don't have on sale, this toy line is an amazing find. It looks great in my collection, and most importantly, each figure stands out from each other. Brutus is definitely worth checking out if you can find them at a decent price. Even if you're not a fan of Fortnite, these figures scale and look great together. Alright guys, that's it for this review. Leave a comment letting me know how you like this figure, subscribe, or share this video with your friends to help out the channel.